Hello everyone, it's Jennifer Claus! Jenny Claus as I go by my friends. Welcome everyone to an episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host, your gift host perhaps, Jennifer. Today we're talking about Christmas. I mean, it's almost Christmas. We're in the countdown for Christmas. I am here to talk to your family members. So, ooh, that cup feels weird. I am here to give them some wonderful Christmas present ideas for you on behalf of you. So bring your family members around, send them to the link to this video, and I'm going to give you guys some ideas on what to buy my cinnamon buns for Christmas. There is a weird coating on this cup. It's a brand new cup. I got it from TJ Maxx. Is this not cute? It's got Stitch causing holiday mischief. That's so cute. And apparently it's broke. That's wonderful. It doesn't matter. I have a bunch of cups that are chipped. And I'm probably the one that chipped it. Hand wash recommended, microwave safe. This feels like one of those things that will get way too hot in the microwave. So, today is Tuesday, so we're also going to have some tea. So bear with me for those of you that just tuned in for the Christmas presents, okay? Now, I got my holiday shirt on, I'm ready to go, but I'm freezing, so my Fall Out Boy hoodie is keeping me warm. Today's tea I have picked from Plum Deluxe is chocolate hazelnut herbal tea. This came in a little sample pack that I told you guys about last week that is no longer on their website, which is kind of stinky, but these teas are all available still. So this is chocolate hazelnut herbal. It's honeybush tea, which is one of my favorites. I like rooibos and I like honeybush the best. Cocoa nibs, hazelnut pieces, hazelnut essence. Contains hazelnut. So, I almost poured this into my cup instead of my cute little diffuser. Alright, so first things first. We're going to steep our tea and we're going to talk turkey. Or tea for that matter. So, a lot of my cinnamon buns on here watch and they drink tea and they drink their coffee in the morning. They have a nice cup of cinnamon with their beverage in the morning, right? So, depending on what your cinnamon bun relative likes, because like I said, I'm making this video for the relatives of the cinnamon buns. The ones that don't know what to buy their grandma, their mom, their wife, their husband, their whoever is watching. Okay? My people. So, depending on what beverage they choose to drink with cinnamon on Tuesdays, because it's Tuesday tea with cinnamon, that is a really good present for them. For me, I'm drinking tea. I do like coffee, but I don't have a coffee maker. So for me, a coffee maker would probably be a decent present if I drank coffee more frequently, but since I don't, I'm more of a tea girl. For me personally, a tea box would be fantastic for a present, right? But for my cinnamon buns out there, I'm giving you ideas for them, remember? Some of them have tea with my videos in the morning. Some of them have coffee, and you should know whether they have tea or coffee. Give them a nice little gift set that involves their favorite types of coffee or teas. So Plum Deluxe has some fantastic teas, and they have lots of Christmas varieties that are like limited time flavors. I will link Plum Deluxe below, but there's also a company called Simpson and Vail. I will also link them below. Neither of these are affiliate links. These are just some of my favorite tea companies. They have holiday gift boxes with holiday teas like this featured in the box, and there's like 10 variety. But they also have boxes of tea based off of literary figures. They have boxes based off of fairy tale figures. They have a box based off of the national parks. All of these teas are there's a wide variety of flavors in the boxes. The gift boxes, I believe, run for about $30, so it's a really nice gift. And you could go to TJ Maxx and get them a cute cup to go with their tea box set, or they have mugs at the Dollar Tree too. And like, they have cute mugs at the Dollar Tree. So that's a really good gift idea. Now, if they have like a coffee preference over tea, you could buy them a nice coffee set with, or even if they like hot cocoa, buy them a gift set. Make your own gift set. It's cheaper, I promise you. Because those gift sets you buy at like the store that say, oh, it's a tea gift set, and it gives you a teacup and like a bag of tea. It is cheaper for you to buy a box and a cup to go with it and just do the gift that way. You can also just buy a cup and buy a small bag of coffee from the Dollar Tree and put it in there if you're on a budget and put a bow on it. It's a really good present for $2.50. Hot cocoa, same thing. Buy them a cute cup that you picked out specifically for them, and then they have hot cocoa flavorings. I've seen them at so many stores. It's the Land O'Lakes, which is really, really good hot chocolate, but I can't drink it because I'm a diabetic. It has sugar in it. The inside of this cup feels weird. It's not dirty, it's just textured. It feels like I want to wipe the texture off. It's driving me crazy. So yeah, that's a really good start, is whatever their favorite beverage is. Like Mr. Cinnamon, for example, he drinks mostly Coke Zero. He used to be a Dr. Pepper guy, and since he stopped drinking sugar, he doesn't like Dr. Pepper. So now he's like Coke Zero all the way. So if I were to do something for him, he doesn't drink coffee or tea, I would buy him like a Coke with like a cool like beer stein or something to go with it, because he likes those real big glass cups. I would do something like that. So whatever their favorite beverage is, that's a really good start for a Christmas gift for your loved ones. Is just go with something that you see them drinking frequently, or put a snack with it. So for me, with my tea, maybe I would have, I don't really eat anything with my tea. Maybe some sugar-free chocolates would be perfect for me because I'm a diabetic. But like, you know, get them some little candies to go with it. If you're buying them teas, mints go really well because a lot of tea have mint flavors. Or there's also these tea candies, which are widely available. I think these might be on Amazon. I will link them if I can find them. Again, I can't have these because there's sugar in them, but they taste like tea, and they're pretty good. They have classic iced tea flavor, and this is citrus green tea flavored. So that's a cute little, that's a good way to start for the holidays. But since my people out here, my cinnamon buns we're crafters. We're gonna also talk like, what is some good craft ideas? What can I buy the crocheter or the knitter in my life? What you're gonna want to do is go snooping. They should have a supply of what their favorite tools are wherever they have been sitting most recently. Go, when they get up to go to the restroom or whatever, go snooping through their stuff. Look at the crochet hooks that they have and write down whatever the name is on the side of the crochet hook, or take a picture of it and go to the craft store and say, hey, what is this? Or another thing you can do, and I don't know if you know this, you can go on your phone, and if you have a search bar, or go to Google, if you push this button right here, okay, it will bring up Google Lens, and then you show a picture of something, you snap the picture, maybe, snap, all right, and then it will show you in Google like items, so things that look like this, and then you go, oh well, that one's $55, I ain't paying that. And then you go, oh well, here's one for $26, there's one, and it will show you different hooks that are similar to that. Well, they're showing me a lot of expensive ones. These are Ommi hooks. These are $11. I personally recommend them. They come in lots of beautiful colors. Okay, just go and look and see what kind of crochet hooks they have. If they have mostly metal crochet hooks, it's because that's probably a preference for them. Just look at the brand of hook that they use, and if you don't know what you're doing, come talk to me, okay? I like resin hooks. Your person might not like resin hooks. They might like metal hooks. Just buy them a hook. Buy them a fancy hook. These are my favorite because they look like magic wands. They're $11 on Amazon. I will link all of everything I'm talking about, okay? Highly recommend these. They're lightweight. They're good because they have the the handle here, they're really good for people with grip issues because they're A, lightweight, and B, they are bulbous. This is another hook that's from Amazon that Mr. Cinnamon bought me, and it had like mixed reviews, but I love this hook so much, and it came in a set of 2 for like $20. And look at how beautiful this is. It is a work of art. And it's lightweight, and it's got that bulbous, so people with hand or grip issues, this is really good. And even though this is wood, it has a really nice smooth head, so it doesn't slow me down. And that's a main problem I have. I don't like bamboo hooks. I hate bamboo hooks. They slow me down. This is so polished. You see how shiny the wood is? It's so slick. It feels almost as good as the resin hooks. It's not as good as the resin hooks, but I will link that below as well, just to give you guys a little shopping list start off. Now, another thing you can do for your loved one is see what kind of yarn that they use most often and just go to the store and buy them a basket of pretty colors. Whatever their favorite color is, buy them a basket of purple yarn, buy them a basket of pink yarn, whatever their favorite color is. And if you don't know their favorite color, ask them. They'll tell you. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Pick something that is soft and that's not real thin, because even if the person likes working with something thin, you are more, and I'm going to give this hint to anybody that doesn't know yarn, okay? Every ball of yarn in the United States, I don't know about other countries, will have what looks like a yarn ball with a number in it. Go for the number 4s. Most people like number 4s or will work with number 4s or can work with number 4s. So you turn your ball over and look for that 4 in a yarn ball, okay? Now, let me find another one that's thinner. Let me find one that's thinner. So, you know, this one has the little yarn ball on it, and it has a 3 on it. This is definitely on the thinner side. Not everybody likes to work with thin yarns. So your best bet is just to look for those little yarn balls and get one that has a 4 on it. 3 is skinnier, 5 is fatter. It goes skin, like 1 is real skinny, 4 is your average thickness of yarn, 5 is a little bit thicker. You get less yarn for the amount of money you're paying, so a lot of people don't like that. But it does work up faster, so that's a win-win. So just put together a nice little yarn basket. My husband, one year, he came home, and it was when I first started crocheting, and he went to AC Moore, and he asked the lady to help him, and she picked out some really pretty sparkly yarn. It was Karen Party yarn at the time. And he bought stems of fake flowers and popped the flowers off and put the stem of the fake flower on the ball of yarn, and then they wrapped it in paper so that it looked like a bouquet of flowers, but it was a bouquet of yarn. And it was the most creative and imaginative and sweet and romantic thing that has ever happened. Like, he's just, it was so incredibly thoughtful. And I was at the very beginning of my yarn journey at that time. So to me, I will never forget that he did that. And you don't have to go that elaborate. You can literally buy like a basket from the dollar store, or the thrift store always has baskets for real cheap, because people get baskets for gifts and then they donate them because they don't know what to do with them. You can go to the thrift store. The recipient is not going to care if the basket came from the thrift store as long as it's not dirty or gross, right? So you go to the thrift store, you get yourself a nice little basket or plastic. They have plastic buckets at the Dollar Tree. And then you put some yarn in there. And by the way, you can get yarn at the Dollar Tree too. If you're on that big of a budget, you can make a nice gift for 10 bucks. You get a nice plastic bucket and you just put some cute little yarn in there. They also have crochet hooks at the Dollar Tree. They're not my favorite crochet hooks, but sometimes it's the thought that counts. And if you're on a budget, like, I mean, it's still something really thoughtful to do. Another thing some of my cinnamon buns like to do is plan out their projects. And so another good idea for my cinnamon buns is to buy a really nice, cute little notebook. They have notebooks at the Dollar Tree too, and pens, so they could all be at the Dollar Tree. This one is not for sale. It's from Premier Yarns, but get them a cute little notebook and get them a real nice pen that goes with it so that they can keep track of what they're doing, what project they're working on. It doesn't have to be a project journal. It doesn't have to be one of those ones that are made on Etsy and all that. You can literally just get them a notebook and a pen so that they can keep track of their projects, what yarn they're using, what hook they're using for that project, what yarn they're using for the project, because a lot of times, and this has happened to me as well, we get working on a project and we forget what size hook we're using, and then that becomes a disaster. I have a blanket that I made upstairs that is absolutely beautiful. It's my favorite blanket that I've ever made. I forgot what hook size I was using, so some of the octagons in the blanket are small and some of them are much larger, and I had to try to squeeze them and piece them together and stretch them. It was a disaster. So having a notebook and a pen is vital for crafters. What else? What else? I'm trying to think of things oh, this is a good, I don't know if they make this anymore. I will link this below as well too, okay? This is only part of it. This is called a yarnet. These are a little bit expensive. You could also buy a yarn bowl, or you could do like me and just get a fancy yarn bowl from, I think I got this at Burlington for like $9. And it's just a bowl, but it's deep. So the yarn stays in there, and it's like having the whole coffee can thing from back in the day. You put the yarn in here, and then you can pull on it and crochet from it. It keeps the cat hair and the dog hair off of it. It keeps the floor dust and the soot sprites off of it. And the yarn comes out the hole, and you just work, and it keeps staying in here instead of the ball bouncing across the floor and the cat chasing it or the dog running away with it. And this is one of my favorite things. It has a rubber base, which I don't know where it's at currently. So you put this in the rubber base, and the rubber base sticks to the table, so this doesn't slide across the table. I also have used this in the car. So many times I've used this in the car. I used to have the rubber base on my dashboard, and so many people told me that was dangerous if we got in a car accident. If this was on the dashboard, like the airbags would smash this into my face. So now I just set this in the cup holder of my car. And I do a lot of car crochet. I do a lot of car crochet. But it doesn't have to just be for cars. This thing has been a lifesaver. Now, Mr. Cinnamon also bought me the bigger version, which holds 2 balls or a really big ball. I have not used this a single time. See, that's the rubber base. I've not used the big Sully once, so I don't recommend the big one. But the little one, I definitely recommend. So this is it stays gripped to the table because it's rubbery. It's kind of sticky rubbery. And then you just pull, and it's got a hole up here to pull the yarn. It's got a hole here to pull the yarn. It's got a hole here to pull the yarn. This is one of my favorite things, and I will try to find this and link this for you as well. It's called the Yarnet. And I use this very, very frequently because it keeps my yarn in there. Now, it doesn't work for yarn like this, but it works for like balls. So if you ball up your yarn before you use it, which a lot of people do because it will tangle coming out of the skein sometimes. And if you have your yarny person who likes to have a planner, buy them a planner. If they have a lot of doctor's appointments and they need to keep track of it, and they're not someone who uses their phone for all that stuff, because there's digital and there's analog people. I'm an analog person. I need to write it down and I need to see the list written down. I suggest Happy Planner, but it doesn't have to be Happy Planner. You can get a planner from the Dollar Tree. And again, this can go with the stationery. You can buy them a notebook and a planner and a really cute pencil, pen, or a pack of colored pens so that they can write in different colors. Because they have colored pens at the Dollar Tree too. I believe I got these gel pens in a pack at the Dollar Tree. And you just put a little ribbon around this. You could throw some stickers in with it, all of which they have at the Dollar Tree. But Happy Planner is my favorite. I have the Happy Planner sticker books. I have the Happy Planner notebooks. It's my favorite, but it doesn't have to be Happy Planner. Hobby Lobby has planners. Sorry, I had to change my battery. Let's try the tea while we're talking. So if there's someone who has a lot of doctor's appointments in particular, or a lot of, they just have a lot on their plate, a planner set is a really good idea, especially if you have a podcaster like me in your life, because I know a lot of other podcasters do watch me. This is a really good idea for someone who's doing podcasts because they can write down all their plans and ideas for upcoming videos. They can keep track of what has been uploaded on what days. They can keep track of what they want to upload on what days. And I couldn't survive without my planner, not just as a mom and a wife with health issues and doctor's appointments, but as a podcaster. I have a budget planning planner that I literally just keep budget things in. So bills, when I get paid from what place, when I got to pay my taxes, because I have to pay my taxes. Because YouTube doesn't take taxes out of my money. So the plan, I have one that's just financials, and then I have one that is just like life and podcasts and all that wrapped into one. They have ones that are for health journeys. They have planners for spiritual things. This is another really good gift. This was gifted to me. They have these from, this is from Tea Leaves, but they also have this from, I had one from David's Tea that worked really well. This is a tea diffuser, so you put the loose leaf tea in here. Now, if you buy loose leaf tea, which all of these that I've showed you today are loose leaf, if you buy in boxes of the little bags of tea from the grocery store, those work too. And some people actually prefer those. Republic of Tea, I really like. I don't sponsor them because I got issues with their company, but I also have, I really like Bigelow. I like, there's a lot of teas that you can buy just straight at the grocery store. And Dollar Tree does have some. TJ Maxx has tea. You can get tea from a lot of different places, but if you're buying loose leaf tea where it's not in a bag, you need a diffuser of some sort. I have one that's a metal insert that I will link below. It's called Oxo. But I also really like this because this is a tea diffuser all in the thing. And this is like a magic trick. You just put it on your cup. And of course it doesn't fit on this cup. We'll make it work. You push up on the bottom and it empties the cup and strains the tea. It empties the pitcher and strains the tea right into your cup. No muss, no fuss. And then you just take this, open it up and rinse it out. I really like these. I'm almost done. I'm gonna put that down because my pinky is like crushed up against there. And then just like that, it's empty. And all the tea is in my cup. There's a little bit left in there still. And it has this cute little coaster that goes underneath it to catch any drips, so that doesn't get on your table. Now we're going to do a little taste test, because that's what we do on Cinnamon Stitches Tuesday Tea with Cinnamon, is we taste the tea. This tastes like, or it smells like, it doesn't smell very chocolatey like you would think it does. It should. We're going to taste it, because if it's not, I also have some hazelnut sugar-free syrup from Ollie's, $2.29. This is my favorite brand because it's cheap and they have good flavors. And I've only found this at Ollie's. But we have some of the hazelnut because Mr. Cinnamon loves hazelnut. We'll see if we... I don't know what I did with that little bag to tell us what the flavor was because I forgot already. I have this part of it. What did I do with the wrapper? See, I moved too many things and now I'm like, it's under my phone. It's under my phone. Chocolate or hazelnut herbal. It says steep for 3 to 5 minutes, but it's been steeping for probably 10 to 15 minutes. I like my tea strong though. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. It's okay. There's not, I don't taste chocolate at all. I'm going to add the hazelnut sweetener. Just a little plug. Give it a little quick stir. See if that helps it out at all. So the sugar-free hazelnut has 0 sugars and 0 carbohydrates in it. It's got some sucralose and some acylfame potassium and cellulose gum chemicals. Oh, that's so much better. That's like, that took it up like 10 notches. 10 notches. And you can put this in coffee and or tea. So these are good to put with, like, if you buy coffee or tea. Make sure the flavors go together. Okay, so hazelnut goes with hazelnuts, chocolate, nutty flavors, chocolate flavors. Goes really good with coffee. That's another thing you could throw. $2.20, what I say? $2.29. You could throw that into the little coffee or tea gift set. That made it taste so much better. Sometimes you just need a little sweetener to make your tea taste, but I like my tea sweet anyway. Oh yeah, that's like night and day. That's like you can really taste when I think of chocolate hazelnut, I'm thinking like what is that? Nutella. And I don't like Nutella. This does not taste like Nutella. This tastes like actually the hazelnuts. I'm not getting a lot of chocolate at all. And especially with that hazelnut syrup, like it really amps up the hazelnut nutty flavor, which I'm really discovering I really like. I didn't know I liked nutty teas until last week. But this one's pretty good with that, not by itself. The one we had last week was hazelnut and there's another nut in it. Hazelnut and I don't remember, but it was really nutty. And now that I've added the sugar-free hazelnut syrup, it tastes way more nutty. It's way, way better. So yeah. The tea is okay. Not my favorite. With the syrup, I give it a 10. It's good. The syrup really brought out the hazelnut flavor to it. I hope you have learned something from this video. I hope you have gotten an idea for your crafty friends. And if all else fails, get them a gift card to their favorite craft store. Whether it be Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, or whatever you have around you. Whatever their favorite store is, get them a gift card for that. I personally don't ever recommend gift cards because I don't like getting gift cards. I feel like sometimes they're a little impersonal. But if you have someone who's really, really picky with their crafting stuff, who's really particular, I think the best thing to do is give them a gift card. And make sure it's not like an open-ended gift card, because I know as a mom and as a wife, me and Mr. Cinnamon both do this. If we are gifted with a gift card or something, we usually spend it on our kids. That's just what we do. So when it's a craft store specific or I also have gotten gift cards for things that was photography specific. I tend to buy it for myself because I'm the only one that's into those things. Now, my kids do crafts, but when I get a craft store one, I'm like, okay, I think of the channel, I think of crocheting, I think of knitting, I think of myself. But if I were to get like a Visa gift card or like cash, I'm always like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I want to spend it on my kids. Mr. Cinnamon does the same thing. And that's why I recommend if you're going to do a gift card, make sure it's a personal gift card for something they specifically would love to and enjoy. And even though I don't personally like gift cards, I would rather have a gift that someone got from the Dollar Tree or even the thrift store. Because I know that was heartfelt and it was well thought out. And they said, hey, I think of Jen when I see that. Some people are just, they prefer gift cards, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can get them a Starbucks gift card and they go get their own tea and coffee, right? Or Tim Hortons, if you live where there's a Tim Hortons. I would take Tim Hortons all day long over Starbucks, all day long. I'm from Michigan though, so Tim Hortons was it. I don't know that there's a lot of Starbucks in Michigan where I grew up, or where I'm from. It was Tim Hortons, and then they have a new one called Big B, I think, but I've never been there. Juju likes it. She says it's good. That syrup made it so much better. So I would not buy this tea personally, but if you wanted to buy the combination, they go good together, really good. I'm going to drink that whole cup. It's delicious. I will link as many links as I can below to help you guys out. My favorite yarn companies for fancy, bougie yarns, like high-end yarns, like wools and alpacas and cashmeres and even acrylics, I go to MichiganFineYarns.com. They are my go-to small business yarn shop with really, really nice yarns. Gift cards are fantastic. They have an online store if you're not in Michigan. If you're in Michigan, definitely buy them a gift card for Michigan Fine Yarns. They have acrylics for $3 to $5 a ball as well. So it's not just high-end yarns. But that's really a chance for someone to treat themselves to some really nice yarns. Online ordering yarns, I go with Lion Brand, I go with Premier Yarns. I will link both of those below. Those are affiliate links. But I can recommend most of the yarns on both of those websites. And I know that Lion Brand, I don't know if Lion Brand does gift cards, but I know Premier Yarns does gift cards. If you're going to order from either of those companies, I don't know if it'll be here by Christmas because I did this video kind of late, but like gift cards from them or ideas like on their website, you can check out their websites. The crochet hooks I will link below. I will link below the tea diffusers if I can find them. The Yarnet, some tea companies. And I will link Happy Planner below in case you're interested in the planners. But you can get Happy Planner at Hobby Lobby. You can get it at Michael's. You can get it at Joann's. They are on the expensive side. But like I said, you can do alternatives from the Dollar Tree. Hobby Lobby has their own brand of planners. Something, I don't remember what the brand name is. But they go on sale frequently for 40% off. As does their stickers, everything in the paper department. You just got, the Paper Studio is what Hobby Lobby's brand is. Or you can honestly just go wander around a craft store that's closest to your house and pick out some things in their favorite color, put them in a basket from the Dollar Tree or the thrift store. You got yourself a good day, you know. I hope this has helped some of you. I'm kind of running out of ideas, but I know that whatever you do for your loved one, I know that they will appreciate the effort and the thought that you put into it. So just don't overthink it. And even if they didn't like the yarn that you picked out, they will make something and give it back to you. And I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you all have a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate. I hope this is a joyous time of year for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.